Dave Brousseau of the Broward County Athletic Association here with Cardinal Gibbons first-year head coach Matt Dubuck. Matt, as you said earlier in the week, your concerns here is make sure you stay healthy going through this game to heading into district play. What do you guys need to do to get through this game and hopefully get a victory?
We're going to play like we played all year, extremely hard, with a lot of effort. Our motto is be a team, be the most excited to play, be the best at doing your job. So that hasn't changed because we're playing in the playoffs next week. The only issue becomes, how smart do we want to be, in the second half with some of our guys that are a little nicked up. We're being a little precautious with a few others that we sat tonight. But that means the other guys get to come in and play and do their job, and they practice hard too, so we expect big things from them.
Your quarterback, Nick Scalzo, has been a leader for you all year long. He's been successful throwing the ball. Talk about what he has to do tonight and hopefully get a victory for you guys.
I think he's going to do what he's done all year. He's a competitor. He gets after it. He's a field general. He gets out there and he really gets it out of his hand quick and really runs our team. And, with that, I think he's gonna be fine. And Austin Boyle will play tonight too, and he's gonna come in, and he's gonna do a good job. He's a senior, so we expect both of our quarterbacks to play. They both practice extremely hard, and they both do a good job. So I'm looking forward to watching them both play.
All right, thanks, Coach. Have a good night. It's Dave Brousseau, the BCA, here with Deerfield Beach High football coach Javon Glenn. Javon, kind of an in-between game for you guys. You qualified for the playoffs. You got Cardinal Gibbons, a 7-1 team who's also qualified for the playoffs. What do you need to do to get through this game, hopefully healthy, heading to just a game against Western next week?
We want to come out and do what we've been doing all year. We want to play hard. We want to grind. Obviously, both teams get ready to go into the playoffs. You won't have, the significant key players, playing for that, that long of a period of time. Opportunity for the young guys to get a chance to get in and get some reps, see how the speed of the game is at varsity. But we want to, come in and have one mentality. When I took over this job, we had to rebuild this thing back and get it respectful of what it was. We didn't have to build it. We just had to restore it. So that's what we want to do. We got to have one mindset, and that's whether it's going into a game like this. We can only coach them hard one way, and hopefully they come out and play one day just with a different cast of players. One
of the keys for you tonight, obviously, Nick Holm, your starting quarterback, is not playing, kind of nursing a throwing right shoulder, but you got Alec Brown, a quality player for you. What does he need to do tonight to be successful?
Just come out and do what he does. We got confidence in Alec. Alec can come out, he can make every throw. We came into the season and we knew we had a quality backup in Alec. So, we're going to rest Nick tonight, and he'll actually be the third quarterback. Levon Ryder will be the backup quarterback. But we also want to let Alec get in and get some quality time, because you never know how the playoff goes, guy goes down. So it's big for Alec to come out and play well.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
And welcome back to Butler Stadium here in Deerfield Beach. We are ready for kickoff. Ari Shannock along with my partners Lewis Lamb and David Wetzel. Well, guys, this is a much-anticipated game. We've got two of the best teams in Broward County, and got a good crowd on hand. Beautiful night for football.
It absolutely is. The weather's just right, not too hot. Both of these teams are rolling right now, getting ready to go into the playoffs, and we're going to see a really good matchup, 9-5-4 football matchup, and that's going to be fantastic.
Too bad it's going to have to wait a little bit because we had offsides on the kickoff team. So we're going to have to line back up and do this all over again.
Let's try this one more time.
And our officials tonight, Anthony Smith is the crew chief, John Stauffer, Nicholas Butler, Terry Salsby, and George Bracey. They've all received their gift cards from Coach Lamb and Wetzel.
Oh, absolutely.
Before the game.
We love those guys.
I gave them a Speedway card.
So Deerfield Beach will kick it again. And the kicker is Ledin Rivera. Cardinal Gibbons has a lane there and upended at about the 30-yard line where the Chiefs will have their initial possession.
Good job there on the kick coverage team. They had a few guys run up the middle of the field basically untouched. They didn't bring them down until they got about to the 30-yard line, though.
Yeah, as soon as he got the ball, he was able to find the hole. The keys to the game for Cardinal Gibbons Minimize big play chances. No quick touchdowns. Make on defense. You got to make Deerfield march down the field and take what they can give you. Deerfield's defense is fantastic, so you really have got to don't force your way through it. Take what they give you and make them adjust. You've got to make them adjust.
And right after Coach Wetzel talking about take what they give you, a nice 5-yard pickup on a short, safe pass from Scalzo to Decius.
That was the definition of take what they give you.
Oh, absolutely. This defense has been fantastic all year.
Jet sweep.
Jet sweep. And he has the edge and a block, but a big hit. He's pummeled. Wow, what a hit by number 42, Rosendo Luis. 6'3", 225-pound junior linebacker, and you guys won't be surprised that he's being heavily recruited by Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Wisconsin, among others.
The short answer is no. I'm not surprised at all.
After he just scraped on that jet sweep, nah, we're not surprised.
Yeah, he was the backside linebacker and scraped on the jet sweep.
I know. Came across the entire field and laid a boom on the ball carrier.
Yeah, that was Carlos Sandy, a junior with good speed, a receiver for the Chiefs, who are 7-1, ranked 7th in 5A in the South Florida poll, 4-1 in conference in District 16. Scalzo is brought down hard for a loss of about 9 by Luis again.
Wow, he showed their closing speed. He started because the ball was basically dribbled along the ground to the quarterback. The linebacker didn't have a good angle at first, and then all of a sudden he just closed in the gap and brought down the quarterback with no problem.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a play-action pass, and as soon as he went to fake the ball to the running back, he really couldn't do it. The timing was all disrupted, so there was no fake there, and the linebacker was allowed to read it immediately.
Nick Scalzo, just a sophomore, the leader quarterback of this team. Flags are down before the snap, so this is going to bring up second and very long as they'll push him back another 5 yards. Matt Dubuck, the head coach, he replaced Mike Merrill after his 17-year career. Dubuck was the right-hand man under Merrill for 12 seasons.
I tell you what, it's got to make it easier to replace a legend when you spent 12 of those seasons on the sideline with him.
Yeah,
so learning from him, and you know what the culture is about. So it's got to be a lot easier.
Scalzo throws it up, has a man open, and it is out of bounds. Evidently couldn't get that foot down. He was looking for Daniel LaRose, the senior receiver. He was open, underthrown a bit there, guys.
Yeah, it had a little bit too much air on it. It took a little while to come down. He puts a little more zip on the ball in a straight line, and like you said, it was wide open.
Looked like there a little miscommunication between the corner and safety. The corner stopped short to cover the slot receiver, and the safety really just stayed in the middle of the field on his hash.
Dubuck, getting back to Coach Dubuck, 1992 Cardinal Gibbons graduate, played at Texas Tech, 4 years in the Canadian Football League. 3rd and long, Scalzo steps up. Now we'll tuck it under and run it out of bounds at the 36 and bring up a punting situation.
I really don't think the quarterback's going to outrun this defense. He's going to have to put the ball in the air at some point. Scrambling with guys that's getting recruited from Alabama, you're not going to run too far.
Well, I'll tell you what, this Deerfield Beach defense has given up 70 points all season. And that includes 39 to a nationally rated team from Georgia, Grayson High School. So if you take those points away, you've given up 31 points at an average of 4.4 points a game. That's ridiculous.
And that was their only loss of the season. The punt by Montiel angles out of bounds, and the Bucks will begin their first drive at the 27-yard line.
You know what, Coach Wessel? That was a legit stat right there you just gave this.
Listen, you get me talking about this defense, and I'll give you a whole bunch of them. I love this defense. These guys are big, they're fast, and they're aggressive.
And we'll tell you a little bit more about that defense on the next possession. Deerfield Beach, the Bucks will take over offensively, and we will look at the keys for the Bucks, Coach.
Yeah, no fly zone. You got to get to the QB for Deerfield Beach. You got to get after and disrupt the routes. 70% of the passing plays, or of the plays in general for Cardinal Gibbons, are passing plays. So you've got to disrupt the route. Also, on offense, you got to get the ball to your playmakers. You got 2 monster wide receivers, Leroy Hanley and All-American Jerry Jeudy. You got to get them the ball.
And on that first play there, they just tried to get it to Jerry Jeudy on the far sideline. He was one-on-one with the corner. Just a bad pass.
And this time they hook up with him here near side, and you can see the explosive burst by Leroy Henley. Jerry Jeudy, of course, the Alabama commit. He is all-world. Leroy Henley on the other side, the senior. He's pretty good also. Louisville, West Virginia, Nebraska are all after Mr. Henley.
And to add insult to injury, he played for Cardinal Gibbons.
Yeah, the Chiefs fans don't want to hear about that right now.
No, I don't think they do.
And here's Jeudy. Watch out. Beautiful fake towards the sideline. Turned it back upfield to get the first down. The all-world receiver, 6'1", 180-pound senior, 813 yards receiving this year, 14 touchdowns.
Solid tackle by the junior defensive back, number 23, Ron Hodge.
The Bucks coached by Javon Glenn. 8 years coaching the Deerfield Beach JV team here. They go back to the other side. Henley bursts for another first down to the 36-yard line. Coach Glenn, Blanche Ely grad, guys. Back in '96, he played basketball at FAU, but also a football player.
Yeah, you see Deerfield's going no huddle. They're going right to the line. They're just running a very similar formation on both sides. They're flipping it from one side to the other, running a lot of bubble screens, just trying to get the ball out wide, spread out this Cardinal Gibbons defense.
Alec Brown finds Henley again, has blockers in front. Watch out, Henley almost broke that tackle, dragged down to the 16. Nice play for the Chiefs by Max Worship, the junior safety.
The reason why Deerfields keep running the same play out of the same formation is if you look, there are 4 wide receivers here. And if you look at the defenders, there's only 1, 2, 3. 4 on 3, you're outnumbered.
That's Absolutely. Your advantage, and they'll go at it again.
And they're going at it again.
Henley picks up the ball off the turf before it bounced, and they pick up another 6.
And if I was Deerfield coaches, I would just keep doing it until they adjust to it.
Yeah, this is very similar to the overload offenses and the tackle over offenses, where if you outflank someone and you just have more men than they do, you have to keep running it until someone adjusts. And when you have that many people on one side and they're not adjusting to it, keep running it.
Yep, and they'll switch sides, come near side now. Let's see if Alec Brown, the senior QB, he comes right back to it. Henley gets a few blocks, and this time it is good for another first down to the 4-yard line.
Once again, you're seeing junior defensive back Ron Hodge as he sheds the tackler, number 23 for the Cardinal Gibbons Chiefs, get up the field and brings down the ball carrier just a tad short because he picks up the first down anyway.
Alec Brown, 720 yards passing, 42 of 72. So he shared time. Nick Holm, the regular starter, that just tipped away out of the hands of Jeudy.
Good job there by Ron Hodge. I think he's a junior, by the way, because I think I know his dad's name is Ron Hodge too.
Yeah, he's a coach. He's been a coach around the Optimist Leagues and also in high school before. Mm-hmm. He was a high school standout at Hollywood Hills High School. I got a chance to know him. He's a good coach, and his son's playing good ball right now.
Ooh.
An intended receiver tripped up at the goal line as Brown was hoping Jeudy had a one-on-one into the corner of the end zone.
What happened there, too, on that last play, it looked like Gibbons added somebody on that 4 receiver side, also known as quads. They put another defender out there, so the quarterback went over to Jeudy.
So 3rd and goal after Deerfield Beach has marched down the field. Gibbons making a stand here. And that may push the Bucks back 5.
Sometimes a penalty down here could help out the offense, especially when you're running the spread offense and you're trying to throw it. You give yourself a little bit more space. 5 yards, five yards more for the defense, the defense to defend.
Yeah, it eases them up a little bit. They don't feel so cramped. They don't feel so tied to that goal line. And if they give them an extra inch, it's possible that they're going to take a yard or even more and punch it in the end zone.
So 3rd down and goal to go from the 11. Alec Brown has thrown for 7 touchdowns this season.
A lot of space up top. A lot of space. They might be changing the play to throw it up top.
To the outside at the 5, diving towards the goal line. Touchdown, Bucks.
I love it when the plan comes together.
Yeah, they went straight man coverage on there. You had the inside receiver as he just runs a quick out route, and that quarterback's making his decision right away. He got the snap, throws it right out wide, and the running back's just outrunning people to the sideline.
Well, basically, that's like you said, the keys for Cardinal Gibbons. Take what they give, just being patient. Being patient is a...
Yeah, get the ball to your playmakers for Deerfield Beach. You got to get the ball to your playmakers, and they marched all the way down the field with their playmakers and then switch it up a little bit, trying to spread the ball a little bit.
And that was T.J. Bradley, the 5'8" senior who is listed as athlete on the roster.
I agree.
He showed that one.
He showed that one. Nice quick out route, solid catch. And then you just saw those legs scamper into the end zone. And he wasn't going to get beat to that pylon.
So Alec Brown throws for his 8th touchdown of the season. Nick Holm, the typical starter for Deerfield Beach, has thrown for 18 TDs.
Oh, wow.
And the extra point is right through. 7-0 Bucks. Nick Holm resting a little bit of a tight shoulder as they prepare for the playoffs next week. The Bucks do.
Well, you got to be happy when you have that kind of luxury. I mean, your backup quarterback has 700 yards and 7 touchdowns passing on the season, and they have the experience to come into a game versus a very talented Cardinal Gibbons team, march down the field, and punch the ball in the end zone on the opening drive.
Yeah, it didn't take long for the Bucks, this explosive offense. They will host Western here next week in the first round of the playoffs.
As we take another look here at the touchdown play, get nice catch by the wide receiver, and he just outruns everybody to the pylon. It's a foot race, and he won.
And you know what? I really liked his placement in the formation. He knew he was running an out route, so he instead of lining up a little bit wider than usual, he played it really tight, knowing that he's got the sideline to work with, and that brought the defender in as well. And he was able to get a better angle to hit the sideline.
You know what us coaches call that? A smart football player.
You're not kidding.
So Rivera will kick it off. That ball received at around the 10, and a big hit at the 25-yard line. That was delivered by number 21 for the Bucks. That is Travellis Matthews.
That was a shot.
Yes, that was.
That's one of your and that came from the outside. So that's one of your speed guys coming off the edge and just collapsing down. He's got container. He's got the perimeter. You don't want anyone getting to the sideline, but he collapsed down hard and just laid the boom.
And that's from the backup safety.
Yep.
So both teams 7-1. The Chiefs 7-1, 4-1 in District 16. Nice play on first down into the flat and a first down. Another big hit delivered by the Bucks.
Love the play call by Cardinal Gibbons. You know you're going to get that pressure, so you got to get rid of the ball soon. The other thing is that you're going to see a lot of man coverage, so you run the short drag route across the middle of the field to beat the man coverage. And as soon as he's able to clear from the defender, gets a good catch and then is able to turn it up the field and gain some more yards.
Yeah, then he met Kobe.
The reception by Tavante Decius.
He met Kobe Green, and he just threw him out of bounds like he was some trash. That wasn't nice at all.
Yeah, Kobe Green, 43 tackles, 4 interceptions. The senior being recruited by Buffalo, Fresno State. On the ground, maybe a yard up the middle.
That is how you fill a gap.
Mm-hmm. That's closing the hole big time.
That was a great job. What number that is? 15?
That's linebacker, the middle linebacker. I couldn't see the number, but that's right in the middle.
Yeah,
it could be Rosendo Lewis again.
Nope, that's 19. Kenny.
Kenny, yes.
19 would be Kenny Bastida.
He stepped up to fill right away.
Oh, yeah.
Another good one, being heavily recruited. Under pressure, Scalco nowhere to go. Will wisely dump it. Had a receiver in the area. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Tell you what, with those defenders and how they're closing down on him, that's excellent poise by the sophomore QB to get rid of the ball. You live to play another day. Put it in the dirt and, go back to the huddle. Now it's 3rd down and 9 as opposed to, 3rd down and 20.
That might have been more than 20. That might have been 3rd down and 26, 27, close to 30.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a quick water break here. 7-0 Deerfield Beach. For the latest official news about game time and everything going on in Beacon Sports, visit us on Twitter at SportsBlitz1. SportsBlitz1 is the official Twitter account of Beacon Sports, and the best way to find out how you can watch BCAA highlights and keep up with everything going on in South Florida sports. Well, let's set the offensive line. I know you guys were waiting for me to get that in.
Absolutely.
Trey Bennett, junior. Willie Hepburn, sophomore. Ray Winko, junior. Jamari Williams, sophomore. And Tommy Hankey, a junior, rounds out the offensive line for Gibbons.
Every week, I tell you, he always sneaks it in there.
He loves those O-linemen. And I tell you what, they're gonna have their hands full today.
Yeah.
That defensive front of Deerfield Beach is no joke. It seems like every year they funnel some new defensive Division I prospects off to Division I football, and they just have more coming right in the gates.
Scalzo with time. Now that pocket is collapsing. Comes to the right, hurls it downfield, and caught. And it is complete at the 40. Terrific play that time. Daniel LaRose, the senior, got his feet in bounds, made a nice outstretched catch. Good hands.
Very similar to the last one that he couldn't get his foot in. It was a little bit too high. You see the QB for Gibbons puts more zip on the ball and gets it to his very tall wide receiver, but he's able to get his foot down this time.
Good old scramble drill.
Mm-hmm.
Millen Lemon, the senior running back to the left of Scalzo. 1st and 10, Chiefs. And big hit.
Number 42.
42 delivers. That's Rosendo Luis. And the ball carrier was Jordan Riggins, junior running back.
Too many shots like that, he's going to send you to the hospital.
And they'll go back to Riggins, dragging a couple of tacklers, pounding his way to about the 35, the 3rd and 5.
Early off in this game, from seeing both offenses on the field, it looks like Cardinal Gibbons is working a lot harder to matriculate the ball down the field than when Deerfield got on the field. They just went straight down and got their 7.
Very talented Buck defense. Cover the lineman in a moment. Scalzo rolling left. Watch out. Able to get around and complete the pass. Only good for a couple. It'll be 4th and 3 as he completed that pass to, did you guys get a number there?
Number 9.
Number 9 is Decius. So it'll be 4th and short.
Yeah,
This Buck defensive line, sorry, Wetzel.
Okay.
Des Alexandre, Jamari Rouse, Lamonte McDougal, and Brandon Bailey. They are good ones.
Yeah, they're very good. As you see right here, they're collapsing the pocket and they're pushing him back. The QB's doing everything he can just to get the ball off, running for his life. These guys are coming fierce, and he's having a hard time getting away from them.
So a big 4th down play. Deerfield Beach up 7-zip here. 4 minutes to play first quarter.
Cardinal Gibbons takes the time out. It's that big of a play and its importance.
The linebacking crew for the Bucks: Kobe Green, Rosendo Lewis, Breon Bird, all being heavily recruited. Secondary: Demetrius Palmer, Cornelius Doe, Jelani Harrison, and Eldon Dorville.
When your record's 8-1, you don't have to keep saying they're heavily recruited. We're
It's
already
assumed,
going to assume it.
Well, they're 8-1 for a reason, and it's because they're doing it on Thursday and Friday nights. And you get it done on the field, you're going to get an offer to go somewhere else and do it on Saturdays also.
Absolutely.
That is legit.
Very important 4th down here.
So 4th down and 3 for the sophomore quarterback Scalzo. Two receivers to both sides. A little bit of movement. Deerfield jumped, but were they drawn, guys?
Well, I'll tell you what, as quick as that quarterback is to point at the other side of the ball, I feel like they were told to go heavy count, a hard count on it. He was expecting them to jump off sides. He was really quick to point the finger at the Buck defense.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought there was a little movement, so it's going to bring up a much more difficult fourth down play here for the Chiefs.
He pointed Deerfield way, but the referee, the one that counts, pointed his way.
He said, "Not so fast."
That was on
Yeah,
you,
he
my
was trying to
friend.
sell it pretty quickly
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
All right, 4th and 9. Scalzo in the pocket. Throws and delivers a strike. Touchdown, Chiefs. Scalzo was close to being right at that line of scrimmage, guys. I think he got the pass off just before he crossed it. And a touchdown, Chiefs. Terrific play by the sophomore QB.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, that's scramble play all over the place. That's what you were just saying earlier, Coach Lamb. That scramble play. You don't know what you think you have. You got to adjust on the fly. And his best two plays of the game so far have been off of scramble plays. Just adjust it and play on the fly. And monster touchdown to get back in this game.
The only thing with that is a couple quick adjustments on the sideline, and that might not work out too well no more.
The extra point is right through the uprights, and we are tied at 7 as Griffin Serra, the junior kicker, ties it. And we've got a ball game here with these two powerhouses in Broward County.
Take a look at it one more time. He's able to step up in the pocket and throw the ball right
Very
at
close.
the line, very close. And the receiver, he breaks off his route as the attention is being attracted to the quarterback. The defensive backs are taking a look at him. They see the quarterback approaching the line, and that's why they let him go. They take their eyes off for a second. He adjusts the routes, and he goes right over the top for the touchdown.
Take a look at one of the coaches screaming on the sideline. I don't know what he's screaming about, but he's walking back and forth like he's mad about something.
Well, he should be excited. That was a big time play on fourth down.
He should be real happy.
Yeah, his sophomore QB stepped up and was able to make a huge play.
He's still pacing back and forth.
Cardinal Gibbons ties it at 7. They have never beaten Deerfield Beach, guys. Deerfield Beach all-time has won 7 games against the Chiefs going back to 1970.
Looking at some of those scores, too, they were bad ones. You got a 20-0, 33-0. As the returner gets shot by the grass monster.
The grass monster reaches up and grabs his shoelace.
Yeah, that sent Daywood Davis down. Very dangerous return man. When the grass doesn't get him, 5 returns. He has a 95-yard return for a touchdown this season, the 6'1 senior.
Yeah, he was feeling it on that one. I looked like he had a hold, too.
Yeah, I was just going to say he actually had a chance at a good return, but the grass sniper got him. Looks like Deerfield's coming back out in that same formation.
The Bucks 7-1, 5-0, and 8A District 11.
Now we see an adjustment. Cardinal Gibbons now puts more defenders on that side now.
Now they go to the opposite side. Nice catch by Judy. Breaks a tackle. Tried to turn the corner, but was covered at the 40. Great display of talent right there by Jerry Judy. You saw the hands, tough catch to make, and then the explosiveness and the quick movement. He's got the whole package.
He does. He's very explosive. He's got the vertical speed. He's got the explosive. He runs, pretty decent routes. He's still got a little bit more polish to do, but he's got great hands, and he's very physical.
Alec Brown, good protection.
Oh,
And tripped up. He bumped into his
look like his center.
offensive
53.
lineman. Yeah, we'll check those guys right now. We mentioned the center is Mason Mobley, junior. Left tackle Kendrick Hooks, Q Palmer, Emmett Burton, Jose Genti round out the offensive line.
He always sneaks it in, folks. Now he's going to sneak in the defensive line of Cardinal Gibbons at some point.
Let's do it now. Thank you, Luke. Hunter Astle, Jordan Johnson, Rashawn Crooks, and Eric Andreessen
I deserve that one.
Jet sweep. Good for a couple on the carry for the Bucks. Is number 20, T.J. Bradley, who was the receiver of the touchdown for the Bucks.
Take a look at that play one more time. He's able to break to the outside. The defensive end gets hooked inside. Looks like it's part of a stunt, but he doesn't get anyone to replace the contain on the outside. So he's able to break outside to pick up a huge gain. Brings up 4th down and short. He almost picked up the 1st down on it.
And they're going to go for it at their own 42-yard line. 3 backs. Old school formation, and it is stuffed. Over on downs to Gibbons. The Chiefs come up big. Donnell Bennett, the 3rd.
Unbelievable play by the defense there. And you know what? You don't have the height and weight of the Deerfield Beach offensive line. I mean, they're a huge group, that offensive line for Deerfield Beach. But those speedy, quick Gibbons defensive linemen are able to penetrate the gaps, and they're getting into the backfield. They're using their quickness. They're using their technique to get penetration and get in the backfield, and they're causing disruption before the play even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job there by Cardinal Gibbons defense.
With 2 minutes to play first quarter, the Chiefs have possession back over on downs. Scalco rolling left, flips it dangerously, and the receiver was not aware. Is looking for Sandy, kind of the old Brett Favre flip.
Little shovel underneath, and a little flip. He was running right with Sandy. Was running right with him. I guess you can call that a 1-2 punch, although actually wouldn't it be a 2-1 punch with the jersey numbers of these guys? But there was just too much traffic, and they had a good block on the defensive end for Deerfield Beach, but it wasn't enough. They weren't able to turn the corner, and even though they got good job stopping that penetration, they still had linebackers that were scraping and getting up the field, and there was no getting away from number 42, Lewis.
2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line of the Bucks. On the ground, not much there, running over behind the left guard.
I don't think it's going to be much room running period tonight. How this Deerfield defensive line is playing right now. They are really getting off the ball, getting the hands on the offensive linemen, shedding the blockers, and getting to the ball. That's why one of the things that you do when you have a strong defensive line against you as an offense, you start rolling out. You move the pocket. You start making the quarterback a moving target instead of a stationary target. As we take another look here, defensive tackles in the backfield. We got linebackers wrapping up.
The floater far side, and a flag will come in as the DB did not play the ball. And I don't know if that was going to be catchable, but the Bucks DB guys took a dive at the receiver and hit him, not aware where the ball was.
I tell you what, the sad thing is that I think if he would have saw the ball, he would have seen there wasn't much chance at it, and he would have just let it go. But he's playing physical. Deerfield, they've built their entire season so far on being physical and playing physical on defense. So, I mean, I don't like the play. I'm going to talk to my guy on the sideline saying, you got to get your head around, you got to locate the ball. But, early in the game, I'm not mad at that penalty. He does it later in the fourth quarter, then we're going to have a problem.
And we will see some substitutes for both teams here today. Both teams locked up playoff berths. Deerfield Beach will host Western next week. Cardinal Gibbons will play at Suncoast. So you'll see some of the stars, some of the substitutes also get a chance to play here tonight.
Because you definitely, the biggest key for this game is just to get out of it with no injuries. Oh, wow, again.
That defense is flying all over the place. Number 2, the defender, Green from Deerfield Beach, just laying, he's getting to the ball. He's getting to the ball, and he's wrapping up, pushing people out of bounds. This Deerfield Beach Buck defense is flying.
Oh, Kobe Bean Green. Woo. As you see on that replay, once he makes contact, the receiver started going backwards and down.
Drive through the man. He's got leg drive, and they're not trying to lay big booms. It's no. I'm going to drive through you.
Dave Small is to the left of Scalzo, and he will get the carry. Runs into a black shirts, maybe squeaked out a yard.
Right now, it's looking like a black wall.
And I tell you what, I agree with you, Coach. I mean, it's hard to know how much you're going to be able to rush the ball in this very stout defense, but you got to keep them honest. And with the talented backs that Gibbons has, all you need is 1 inch, and they could break one.
You're absolutely right. And it's not sometimes so much about the rushing yards; it's just the rushing attempt, just to make them linebackers think about something. It might help out later in the passing game.
And that will bring the first quarter to a close. In a good one, we're tied at 7 here in the BCA Game of the Week on Sports Blitz. Back in. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on the BCA Game of the Week here on Sports Blitz. We are tied at 7, ball at the 13-yard line. Third down and short for the Chiefs. As Scalzo looks for instructions towards his sidelines. He has Small to his left.
Looks like Deerfield's running a cover 2 man defense.
And under pressure, will they wrap him up? And he is sacked back at the 30. Good pressure by the Bucks. Brandon Bailey, 6'1 senior, who's being recruited by the likes of Rutgers, Syracuse, Middle Tennessee.
Yep, I see it. I see it. His fire off the ball. I mean, his first step is explosive. He's able to turn the corner. As you take a look right here, he's able to turn the corner and get his shoulder into the offensive lineman before he even breaks out of his stance.
He had no chance on that play. He got off that well that he had no shot.
45 yards from Sarah, and it is good.
Get that man a scholarship.
You're not kidding. That's a
boom. He'll have one. Griffin Sarah puts it through and puts his team on top, 10-7.
That's definitely a Saturday night special right there. That's a Saturday night field goal.
But you know what? That still is a good job by Deerfield's defense and not giving up 7 points. They gave up 3 instead. That in my book, that's still a win, especially after Cardinal Gibbons got the ball on the turnover on downs.
Yeah.
On their side.
On their side.
50.
They were able to get the ball close to the 20-yard line. They still had to kick it from even further back than that. So,
right.
Absolutely.
Sarah will kick it off. Go ahead.
No, I'm waiting to see what Deerfield's going to do offensively. I mean, the first drive was so successful, and the second drive, not so much. I mean, are they going to go back to it, or has the adjustment been made, or are we going to challenge that a little bit more? I want to see what Deerfield's going to do because, they've got to build some consistency marching down the field. Right now they're down by.
That's what I'd like to see as well, too. That's the same thing I thought. Like, what are they going to do? Because obviously Cardinal Gibbons made an adjustment on the sideline. Now it's time for Deerfield to make an adjustment.
Good kick coverage. The return man will be brought down at the 21-yard line as they kept that ball away from Daywood Davis, the dangerous return man.
Well, after the grass monster got him, I don't think they're going to kick it back deep to him no more.
Yeah, no, somebody upstairs saw that space and was like, we got lucky on that one. But if he's able to take it to the house, then that's going to be dangerous. So, yeah, they kick it short, and the coverage is right there. Just like you said, Ari, the coverage is right there. It's a great job.
So the Bucks behind Alec Brown. Like Coach Wetzel said, a luxury to have two talented senior quarterbacks. Nick Holm being kept out of the game, 6'4", 185-pounder, who's being recruited by FAMU, UAB, and Columbia.
FAMU, not FAMU.
Thank you.
No problem. I got you.
Hello?
Here to help. Here to help. Good run there.
Pick up about 4.
Yeah, I'd say about 4.
Good run there by Jakari Norwood, finding a hole and just getting positive yards for his team.
And you see the entire Chief defense. They're scraping downhill. They're able to get up the field and pull down the ball carrier. He's able to fall forward to pick up that extra yard. So
yeah, this time the Chiefs penetrated that backfield, and that cost the Bucks about a 4 or 5 yard loss.
they're a very speedy defense, that Cardinal Gibbons defense. They fly around. You got some really good ball players on that side of the field as well. And what they lack for in size, they definitely make up for in speed and heart. And they're very aggressive. And we're going to see what they can do on this big third down right now, third down and 10.
Chris Bogle, sophomore defensive lineman, getting some time here tonight.
What they just showed is mama, I got offers too. Screenplay.
Yep. Going nowhere as Gibbons celebrating on their sideline. They love the effort by the defense.
I think they love taking down one of their former teammates as well. Leroy Henley, he gets the catch and isn't able to go very far as the rest of his former teammates wrap him up and take him down.
Eric Andreessen, the senior, was there, among others. The Bucks will punt it away.
Deerfield's defense is going to have to stand up here after that quick 3 and out there by their offense.
A ground ball punted away by the quarterback and punter Alec Brown. Did you see that, guys? He punted with his left foot. And he's a righty quarterback.
Right-handed though.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, I thought there should have been a running into the kicker, but
So did Alec.
Yeah, well, that's what he was expecting. Although the 5-yard penalty wouldn't have made a difference anyway. It was 4th down and long. So
well, he's been practicing that quarterback this week. Didn't get probably didn't get too much kicking practice, so he didn't get that good old flop after somebody bumped into him.
Yeah,
that's how you get that call. You flop down on the floor like you're a fish or something.
You grab your leg.
I've seen you do that up here in the booth.
It's a soccer flop, right?
Gibbons pounding forward for a few. The ball carrier for the Chiefs is Jordan Riggins.
It's right there. Two very tough yards.
He definitely earned every yard of those.
Every inch.
Well, your name is Riggins. You're going to pick up tough yards, right?
I would think so. I think you're definitely in the tough yards game. You're not a scat back. You're not a speed back. I mean, you got those abilities, but you're going to get those tough yards.
10-7 Chiefs. We'll also see the backup senior quarterback Austin Boyle here tonight, said Coach Dubuck. Scalzo has been efficient.
Oh, that one thing Deerfield is doing, they are running to the ball, and when they get to the ball, they are putting some leather down.
They are very physical and they're very aggressive. So yes, they're scraping all over the place. I tell you what, though, that was a great catch by number 20, the outside receiver. As you see right here, he's running to the sideline and he's able to reach up with his fingertips and just barely pull it in. Nice job missing, making one guy miss. But the problem with the Deerfield defense is that even if you make one guy miss, there's a bunch more.
Yeah, that was Millen Lemon, their star running back. We haven't heard much from yet.
Gibbons ran to the line on a quick snap. Oh, that's pass
lobs it up
again.
and picked off by the Bucks. Terrific coverage and play. He was very close to crossing the line of scrimmage, but it'll be Deerfield Beach ball on the interception.
Yeah, I think they threw the flag. They threw the flag on that as well, where he did pass the line. He was just past it. But once the ball's intercepted by Deerfield Beach, I'm pretty sure they're going to decline it.
So Demetrius Palmer, the junior DB, with the INT.
That's the same guy who had the pass interference earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
There's Demetrius.
Way to make up for your pass interference. All right, Coach, I got a pass interference on that play.
I got you.
Just watch me later.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get this interception. Now you're going to love me again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trips bunch here on the bottom of the screen.
They like bunching the receivers, don't they?
Yeah, we haven't seen many plays on the ground for the Bucks, as that one is good for a few.
That's look like a different running back. That's 24.
Now,
Yeah.
Jalen
Jalen
Knighton, just a freshman.
Oh, wow.
That's not bad.
Wow.
He has 35 carries on the season. And there's Knighton
Okay, that's it. That's why. That's why right there.
busting out to the 45, 3rd and short.
Well, I'll tell you what, you spend an entire season playing Deerfield Beach Buck football, you're not a freshman anymore. I guarantee you this kid's taking his licks in practice. He's played some tough, practice and scrimmages and whatnot, and he's definitely grown up over this season.
And they'll give it to him again. Nice blocking. Allows Knighton to lunge forward for a first down. Knighton's played alongside the star running back, Jakari Norwood, who's being recruited by Purdue, Memphis, and Southern Mississippi. Just a junior, Jakari is.
Well, they're going to have a nice 1-2 punch coming back next year. Mostly a spread offense, but both of their star receivers come back, or both of their star receivers are leaving. But that's got to be nice for the coaching staff. They're able to bring back 2-star running backs as well, though.
You can own a copy of this game on DVD. Call 754-321-1022 to find out how you can own any of our BECON Sports broadcasts.
I think I need to make a phone call. I'll be right back.
Someone likes to hear their voice.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that because I
Listen,
got a couple of DVDs myself.
Thank you. Christmas is coming up, and my family, they definitely deserve the best.
So 1st and 10 for the Bucks. They trail it 10-7. Ball just on their side of the 50.
Uh-oh.
And they've got
Easy.
Gibbons offside.
Free 5. Give him 5. Give him 5.
Easy there, Tex.
Now, you mentioned it earlier, Wetzel, the Bucks, their only loss to that team out of Grayson, Georgia.
Yeah, their number. The last poll that I saw had them number 8 in the entire country, and they also had a loss of their own to someone else. So they're not undefeated, and they're still 8 in the country. I think their only loss was to IMG Academy, which pretty much everyone loses to.
What? They switched to running backs mid about to hide the ball. No, your turn.
They bring in Limperville. Brown being harassed and brought down. Just tucked that ball securely at the last moment. As a tackle made by big number 72 is really making his presence felt. Bogle had some help from 42 Andreessen.
That was a good job there by the end, staying outside and making the quarterback stop his feet, so his friends could come and help him out make the tackle.
In motion is McCoy. Back to the ground. A lane there, and close to the first down was Knighton.
What a luxury.
Yeah,
What a
luxury is right. You have your Division I recruiting junior running back who's getting a breather, and the freshman comes in, and he's picking up first down after first down. So, yeah. That is a luxury.
That's legit. They got some legit running backs.
Listen, this area, this Deerfield Beach program has been built up for a long time. They don't have too many down seasons. They're constantly reloading. It's never rebuilding.
I'm impressed with the job that Javon Glenn has done here. He coached the JV team for 8 years. He really seems like he has a great feel for the kids in the area and earns their respect.
Yeah, and he definitely deserved the job, and he's proven it this year. He did a great job with the JV program, working for several other head coaches. And, like you said, he's got a feel for the community. He understands what it's all about to be here at Deerfield Beach and to be a Buck. And, he's doing a great job, and he's had a great season so far. He's looking to make a run here in the playoffs starting next week.
Yeah, I think we're going to see this team again here on Sports Blitz coming up in the playoffs.
I hope so.
I hope so. That defense is fun to watch, and they got playmakers on offense. So
I take it we'll be all there.
So that was a first down, 1st and 10 from the 43.
Motion.
Daywood Davis. They go back to the ground, trying to dive up the middle. Nothing there. Tackle made by number 54. That's Ryan Sadler, a junior linebacker. Knighton.
Yeah, he stepped up. He stepped up hard. They only picked up a minimal gain on that because they were definitely read and run all the way. Linebackers able to read, run, and get up the field, close down that hole before it got too bad.
What I'm wondering is when Alex gonna pull that ball back out and keep it himself.
Yeah, he might be setting it up. I agree with that. That sounds interesting.
And a first down throw complete to Daywood Davis.
Again, that's just Alex taking what they give him. All right, you're going to give me a curl? He'll take that, take that.
And I tell you what, that's a great luxury to have. Another one, this is your backup quarterback. He's had 700 plus, almost 800 yards on the season, but he's got the poise and the playing time as a senior to be able to, just like you said, take what they're going to give you.
And Davis has committed already to South Florida.
And that's the backup. Wow. That's talent on your team. When your backup quarterback has accepted is going to South Florida.
No, that's Daywood Davis, the receiver.
Oh,
The receiver,
my fault.
number one.
Okay.
My fault. But that's what, the third receiver?
Well, that's four. We got
all
Judy, Henley, McCoy is being heavily recruited. They'll all be at top schools in D1. Yeah, and then Davis.
That's still talent, regardless where it's coming from.
And the running backs being recruited, and
The backup quarterback gonna be recruited here soon.
he's got to be. He's got to have enough tape to.
'Cause he has 9 touchdowns right now, and they look like he's trying to get to 10.
So that was a first down Bucks from the 18. In space.
Turn up.
Chiefs had it covered.
He's trying to get to that 10.
All these short passes, all these screens, and quick passes that are short passes. They complement the running game. So whatever you're not getting with the running game, you're marching down the field, and that's bringing that defense closer and closer, which could be setting up a deep pass. Probably not in this drive because there's only 10 yards to go before the end zone. But
and just as you say that too, Coach, you got guys walking up. Didn't even cut you off.
Looking for the edge. Good play there by the Chiefs. On the right side, we get a number for you. That's Small, who has been featured at running back. Dave Small, the linebacker, makes a good play on the other side of the ball.
Well, Coach, you said earlier, a big play offense full of these athletes. It's sometimes it can be easier to score from farther away. As soon as you get closer to the end zone, that defense starts stacking up, and there's only so much room to operate.
Correct.
Knighton, good cut, spin.
Now we see why a freshman is
down.
playing on varsity.
That kid hit the B button real fast.
Wow.
He hit the circle button and was able to spin right out of that.
And the Gibbons defender got a face full of dirt. Goodness.
So first and goal to go as the Bucks look to take the lead here, down 10-7. Ball at the 5. Timeout. Chiefs.
Wow.
I can hear him going back to the sideline going, Coach, no, he was there, man. I'm telling you. He was there.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss a minute of South Florida's top high school sports action. Sports Blitz 1 is where you can find top players, highlights, and stories done by athletes for athletes. Find us on YouTube at Sports Blitz 1.
So that means people can hear us all the time.
That's my cover page.
They may mute it by then. They go back and see highlights.
Listen, I wouldn't blame them sometimes.
I would. Hear me, man. Hear me. Listen, we got stuff to say.
So first and goal. You go back to Knighton here, guys.
I think this defense is so cued in on the run. I wouldn't mind seeing the quarterback keep one of those.
I was just about to say that.
I mean,
I literally was just about to say that.
When you stack in tight and you get a little bit closer, yes, it is a lot less room to operate, but you're also reading that quarterback, running back really hard.
Oh, he got 10.
There it is.
He got 10.
And touchdown, Bucks.
And if we get another look at that replay, I want to show you how well this quarterback, or how smart this quarterback is.
That was Cornelius McCoy.
As we take a look, the quarterback realized that there was nobody literally in front of McCoy before the snap. And so the quarterback looks around. He takes his pre-snap read. He sees nobody in front of his slot receiver. Hurry up, hike the ball. Let's go. Boom, hike, and then he throws it right to him. No wasted motion. Gets the ball to his receiver, lets his receiver do the rest. And now he got 10 touchdowns.
Listen, it could have been the play. It could have been a run play. It could have been anything. But you see that matchup?
You throw it.
You throw it.
Yeah.
You get rid of that ball.
That's a good heads-up play there by, which I'll say again, a backup quarterback. That is – take a look. There's no one in front of the receiver.
Yeah, the defender who's supposed to be covering him is playing about 5 yards, 6 yards inside. That's just way too far inside. When you're going all the way to the sideline, the ball's on the far hash. Look at all that space you have.
Not only that, look, this is a run play. That's a run play.
Yeah.
They're blocking run.
Yes.
The running back is looking like, oh, give me the ball. And he turns and said, nah, I'm finna take my 10.
And I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet right here. He's looking inside here, and he's seeing this run pass read. He's seeing that fire off. He's seeing that run pass, and he totally loses his man.
Well, Cornelius McCoy, the one junior of that talented receiving core. The other three are seniors. McCoy with his 4th touchdown of the season. He's being recruited by NC State, Rutgers, among others. So Davis is committed to South Florida. Henley still deciding Louisville, West Virginia, Nebraska, among others. Jerry Jeudy is an Alabama commit. 14-10 Deerfield. The Bucks take the lead, and the extra point was put through by Rivera.
That's a luxury for a coach to have 4 receivers, all heavily recruited by not just Division II or 1AA or NAIA schools. They are big time Division I schools that are looking at their receivers.
I mean, yes, and then you've also have the leader of the group, Jerry Jeudy, who's 4-star, 5-star, All-American, leading that group. That's going to attract a lot of attention when there are 3 other guys that are all Division I receivers that, they're going to work very favorable with some of those matchups.
Yeah, beautiful pass by Scalzo. On the run, he hits his target. Or a first down,
Number
Chiefs, 9. As that's complete to Decius, the junior receiver.
Levante.
Yeah, he once again, you're seeing a lot of man coverage. They call a great play out of the huddle, a man beater route where he's able to just drag across as they roll away. If you're rolling to the right and you're looking at one of the right 2 receivers, he's going to run out of space. You've got to pick one of the backside guys as he drags all the way across. He's got plenty of space to operate. Once you throw the ball, once you get to where you want to be able to set up and throw the ball, the receiver will get there. He's going to be able to get it right where you need him, and then he's going to have plenty of space to work in the open field.
I also don't know if if you noticed too, he was covered man-to-man by the strong safety.
Yeah.
So they brought the strong safety down as basically a dime back, brought another safety in, took a linebacker out, and now they had a safety covering the receiver. Usually strong safeties aren't known for their ability to cover, especially a difficult route like a drag like that. They look like they lined up in the same type of man. Let's see how well the strong safety does this time.
Yeah, we talked about the Bucks receiving core. Chiefs have a strong receiving core as well. James Bostic, senior, is a Vanderbilt commit, along with Daniel Rose, Levante Decius, Josh Rito, and Carlos Sandy. Very talented crew.
That was Palmer on that last one, as he's able to fight off the block and just destroy that wide receiver.
Oh, that's
Strong arm by Scalco. That was off the back foot, guys. And it may draw a flag against the Bucks.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, yeah. A little bit too much hand-to-hand combat, not enough looking for the ball.
Yeah, at some point, once you turn your head back for the ball, even if you are running with your hand on the receiver, usually the refs don't throw it. They keep it in their pocket. But this time he didn't look back soon enough for too much.
Yeah, too much back and forth. Too much back and forth. He's able to turn and locate the ball, then he's going to stop making that contact with the receiver. As soon as you go back and you locate the ball, you're not playing the receiver anymore. You know that you're right with the guy, and now it's play the ball.
Correct.
So that'll make it a 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line of Deerfield Beach. The impressive sophomore, Nick Scalzo. This kid's going to be fantastic, guys.
Oh, that should be a horse collar.
That's a horse collar.
Yeah, the flag. I think the official was screened and didn't see it.
No, there's no excuse for that. That is a horse collar.
Oh.
Timeout, Chiefs.
Somebody got to call
the sack made by, you see that number? Is that Brandon Bailey, number 12?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Brandon Bailey, the senior.
He's got a beautiful first step.
He's got great strength, too.
Oh, yeah.
One hand just dragged him down.
Take a look at it one more time.
Yeah.
No, that's the linebacker. That is the linebacker, 42. Oh, yeah, that's a horse collar.
That's horse collar.
That's a horse collar, though.
He pulls him from the.
Oh, you think that's Luis Rosendo?
Yeah, that's Rosendo Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis.
I think it's pronounced Lewis.
Yeah, because that's how I spell my name.
Just like the lamb.
37 seconds remain in the half. The Chiefs call a timeout. The ball now at the 47. So how do the Chiefs play it here? Are they aggressive, Coach?
Right now it's 2nd down and long. The Chiefs, you've got to try and pick up some yardage here. You don't know what they're going to be sitting in. I try to drag again and get the ball to your receiver in the open field.
Uh-oh.
Scouts a little jump fake. He's going to show his running ability and the slide, and then takes a hit as he tried to get up. I think it was incidental. He just kind of bumped into him. They're going to throw the flag.
That was a soccer flop.
That
was a soccer flop.
That definitely was a soccer flop right there. But that's a QB who knows what he's doing too. He did his slide and jumped right up.
Jumped up.
Right.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can get that again, because that surely looked like a flop to me. I don't know at first glance that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, no, he wasn't coming in to lay the hitter on anybody.
No, the guy was trying to actually jump out of the way.
He jumped into him and then flung backwards.
Right.
So Scalzo's got the whole package, guys. Arm, feet, and he can act.
And
He's got everything.
Yeah.
27 seconds. 1st and 10. The sophomore lobs it up near side, nearly picked off, maybe a little bit underthrown.
Kobe.
As he was looking for number 6, Decius. That's the other Decius. You got Levante and Tivante. Okay. And both juniors. It must be twins.
And meanwhile, Kobe Green, the strong safety, he was with him the whole time.
Yeah.
That's great coverage by a strong safety.
Okay, so he can't cover. He's not good at covering crossing routes.
Yeah.
But if you stay on his side, he got you.
Yeah.
He got you.
Yeah. Well, listen. Okay.
Not very many. I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, crossing routes, baby.
Crossing routes
are rough.
They are rough.
They're called man beaters for a reason.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They beat man coverage. Those crossing routes are tough. That's where you need a middle linebacker to just lay the boom across. Don't let anyone cross the face.
19 seconds. And timeout call.
So we got 19 seconds. What down is it? 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 21. And we've already seen the strength of the leg of Sarah, who put one in from 45 earlier today.
Well, with 19 seconds, though, you're going to try and get a long pass again. If it's incomplete, clock stops, and you got another chance at it on 3rd down for another long pass. I don't know how many timeouts they have left, but I'm pretty sure that was the last one.
Yeah, Gibbons has 2. No, Gibbons has 2 left.
They got 2? Oh, it's on the graphic. Sorry.
Gibbons has 2 left, and just like you said, I mean, with 2nd down and 10, the ball's right around the 20-yard line. If you can connect to one of those drag routes, Run the receiver off. You got to get the QB out of the pocket, and the whole key to that is, break and contain. You've got to be able to attack the defensive end and hook him, make him go inside so you can get outside, get the quarterback outside of the pocket so he can get the ball downfield.
Also, with 2 timeouts, you can run it too, but I don't think they're going to run it.
Scalzo steps up, now is spun down after pick up a few as the clock runs 11 seconds. The Chiefs are hustling 8-7. He needs to spike it, and he does with the clock continued to run. A little home clock here at Butler Stadium.
They
But
still got a little time.
I would have called the timeout.
so
if you have-
2.5. It looked
Yeah.
like he spiked it about 5 seconds.
Yeah, but even at 5 seconds, you're not throwing the ball again. You're
Yeah.
going to kick the field goal anyway. So it's kind of like a cow's opinion. Doesn't really matter. It's moo.
What?
Well, you don't like that? You don't like that? It's moo. It's moo. It's like a cow's opinion.
Sarah.
All righty. All right.
And makes it look easy, this
It went
kid.
through, but I think the rest blew the whistle.
Yeah, might have to do it again. He's already good from 45 yards out.
Well, after looking at that kick, unless they give him 2 15-yard penalties, he's still going to be able to make it. I mean, from that distance, you'd have to add 30-plus yards.
But he's getting closer. There's offsides on the Bucks.
Yeah.
As you just said, moo.
It's moo. It's like a cow's opinion. It doesn't matter.
So why would they take the penalty there? Because it was
Yeah,
offside.
they blew it dead.
Yeah, you can't kick it then. Oh, wow, first down, but the time.
Yeah, but the time, you ain't got a choice.
I don't think they had another timeout. Because why would you not call a timeout at with 19?
Well, the sophomore quarterback. It's
Maybe
possible
he
he
did
just lost. He wanted to spike the ball right away and wasn't thinking.
Lost track of time.
Yeah.
Sarah. And an easy chip shot for the strong-legged junior kicker.
Moo.
And that will bring us to the half. The scoreboard, they gave those 3 points to the Bucks. So that should be 14-13, right? Yeah, 14-13. Deerfield Beach by 1 in a terrific first half of football. As you can see why these two teams, only 1 defeat for each team and 2 of the best in the BCAA. So Cardinal Gibbons only down by 1. They have never beaten Deerfield Beach. 7-0 are the Bucks.
Coach Glenn, you lead 14-13 and a half. What adjustments do you need to make to hopefully extend the lead here in the second half?
Defense, we got to keep the quarterback in the pocket. He likes to scramble, but he's scrambling and still looking to throw. So we got to stay at home on the ends outside. Our D tackles got to get outside push. Then our defensive backs, they got to understand he's scrambling to throw the ball. Unlike some quarterback we face in the he's going to still be looking downfield. So they got to stay locked on if we're in man, but they got to stay disciplined in the zones if we're in zone.
Offensively, you mixed the ball up on that last touchdown drive, running and passing. You look to extend that into the second half?
Definitely. I mean, we're going to have, because we came to win, so we're going to have to extend and play more into the third quarter. We were hoping to get out and jump on them early and we can play some of the younger guys. But at the end of the day, you play to win the game.
All right, thanks, Coach Glenn.
So Cardinal Gibbons only down by 1. They have never beaten Deerfield Beach. 7-0 are the Bucks against the Chiefs. And we will be back for second half action in this Broward County showdown on Sports Blitz. Welcome back to the BCA Game of the Week here on Sports Blitz Game Time, Butler Stadium in Deerfield Beach. 14-13 is our score. You see the two teams with identical records heading to the playoffs. Cardinal Gibbons out of 5A, Deerfield Beach in 8A. And a fantastic first half of action, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Real exciting to see the aggressive defense of Deerfield Beach, the playmakers, the discipline of Cardinal Gibbons and how they're getting after the ball. This is a very talented team, even though they're in 5A compared to the 8A of Deerfield Beach. It's a pretty good matchup, and this game can go either way. Both teams are really fighting for it.
Yeah, the interesting thing to me is the Deerfield's offense. They came out firing on all cylinders, went straight down the field like hot, like a knife through butter. And then after that, they kind of sputtered a little bit, and then they came back in the last drive of the half and scored again. I want to see what adjustments they made during halftime and see if they could go back down the field and try and assert their dominance.
You definitely want to have more consistency going into the playoffs. And even if you don't end up coming out with the victory, as long as you're staying healthy, but you've got to be consistent. You've got to have that momentum, as they would say, right, Coach?
Yes.
Griffin Sarah will kick it off. Griffin, 2 field goals in the first half, 45 yards, and one of 27 yards. And the Chiefs have done a great job in coverage as they are able to corral the dangerous Daywood Davis. Yet again, Deerfield Beach will begin this drive from their 24.
That time, how they corralled them was they just kicked a little squib kick, bouncing down the field. And by the time he picked it up, you messed up all the timing. As we take another look here, you can't see the actual ball, but the ball's bouncing on the ground, and now you mess up the timing of the blocks. So when he gets to the blockers, some guys already are past their blockers, and he gets tackled.
The kick return team, they're used to doing it, and when that timing gets interrupted, that causes problems.
And that pass is incomplete as Brown was looking for Judy. Alex Brown in the first half, 13 of 16, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cornelius McCoy caught 4 of those passes for 32 yards, including a TD. And thank Dave Brousseau for the statistics.
Once again, on that last play, you got Ron Harge man-to-man coverage with All-American Jerry Judy, and he's able to get there to break up the pass. And even if that ball was brought in, it was going to be for a minimal gain. So excellent coverage there by the junior defender.
Second and 10 for Brown. Go ahead, Lamb.
If I was a betting man, I think Ron Harge would be getting some offers. As good a job as he's been doing on Jerry Judy.
And a sack, big number 72 there again. That is a Bogle with some assistance from number 51, Rashawn Crooks.
Yeah, like you said before, Coach, you do it on the field on Saturdays. Taking a look at this play again, that defensive front, they're able to cut through the line. Defensive end and defensive tackle, 72 and 51, are able to collapse down the pocket and bring that QB to the ground.
Third and long, Brown over the middle and knocked away from the intended receiver. Is that
McCoy?
That's McCoy again. McCoy. Caught 4 in the first half. Good coverage in the secondary by the Chiefs.
That was Adrian Cedino. And as we coming out of halftime, Cardinal Gibbons did some little talking over as far as the coaching staff, made a couple of adjustments. And great job in enforcing the 3 and out. That's how you want to come out as a defense. On the defensive side, just come out, get a quick 3 and out, get your offense back the ball, and get yourself a chance to go up early in the third quarter.
And big punt from the left-footed, right-handed quarterback / punter. What a move here for the Chiefs. He has blocking. One man to beat, turns it in. Can he outrace the coverage down to the 2-yard line, or make that the 5-yard line? Terrific run by Tavante Decius.
He just kept going left and right and back and forth to set up his blocks until he finds a crease on the sideline, and he gets everyone set up in this wall, and he's able to scoot up the sideline, and there's no one there to tackle him. Luckily, the freshman running back, number 24 for Deerfield Beach, is able to bring him down.
You see when he gets the ball and it starts to reverse field, then he reverses back, and then he gets a block right there. Good job by his teammates helping out.
Everyone sets up in the wall. They're able to get leverage and pick up the right angle.
Gibbons looking for the lead. Looks like the backup quarterback, Austin Boyle, is on the field. Nick Scalzo, his day may be over. 9 of 14 for Nick, 102 yards, including a touchdown in the first half, and he was very impressive, the sophomore was.
Yes, he was.
He had a ton of pressure from the Deerfield Beach, front four, and from the linebackers in general. He had a ton of pressure, and he was able to escape a few times for big plays on runs or just getting out of the pocket and throwing the ball.
On the perimeter, bursting through, and touchdown, Chiefs.
That's a great way to come out in the second half.
Number 13. Is that number 13 with the ball?
No, that was the quarterback, 13.
Oh, okay.
16 is the running back who scored.
Grantis Poole.
And you got to love the formation. They're bringing everybody in tight, and they only have one wide receiver out wide, close inside the 5-yard line. You're getting everyone really close to that line, and as soon as you pitch it out wide, you're able to use those angles to just outrun everyone to the sideline.
So Poole, an impressive run. Good speed. And Sarah on for the extra point. Cardinal Gibbons retakes the lead. They led it 7-zip. They also led 10-7 in the first half. And now are back up 20-14.
Coach West, a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You just scored in the opening moments of the third quarter. You up 6. Do you go for 2?
If I had my starting group in there, I absolutely do, because for that, you're getting practice going for a 2-point conversion in the playoffs. You're getting an extra rep. But in this situation, with your team full of backups right now, you got a backup running back and a backup quarterback. You let them do what's easy, and what's easy is let them celebrate the touchdown by putting the extra point on the board.
And just to remind our viewers, both of these teams have wrapped up positions in the playoffs beginning next week. Deerfield Beach winning their district will host Western. Cardinal Gibbons will be on the road at Suncoast. And that is the reason we're seeing some reserves get some PT. We saw many of the starters throughout the first half, and we'll see more reserves getting some playing time here in the second half.
I'm sure it won't be a bench clearing type of situation, but I'm sure we'll see a couple here and there to start the third quarter. Then we'll probably see almost all the starters by the fourth.
You want to get those key reserves playing time leading into the playoffs. You never know when you're going to need them.
So the ball at the 29-yard line. The Bucks will begin this possession. Trailing now, Cardinal Gibbons trying to do something they've never done. Beat the Bucks of Deerfield Beach. They played 7 times.
This might be the best opportunity at it right now. The other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times were blowouts. Deerfield scoring over 20, 21 points, and Cardinal Gibbons scoring 7 or less. The last time they were this close was 2015 when it was 37-20 Deerfield.
So you're talking about last year.
Jet sweep.
Everybody.
The Chiefs up to the task. That defense has been stout. Tackle made. You got a number there, guys. That big number 80 is Hunter Astle, the senior.
He's their starting defensive end. And, that offensive tackle tries to step wide and get that shoulder and arm around to hook him. He wants to try and turn him to the inside, but he fights across it. He fights across his face and maintains his contain. Is able to make the tackle.
That could be Astle again.
It is.
The wall there as Knighton tried to bust through and couldn't. Also, number 42, Andreessen has had a big game.
He even comes up with the ball. He's pleading his case. But I have
ref.
the ball. You have to give it to me because I have it.
The ref looking at him. No, that don't work out like
Once
that.
again, he's taking on the offensive lineman, but because the play goes inside, it's also a little bit slow developing, a little delay or draw play. He's able to take the inside and still get to the ball carrier before he breaks contain.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 13 for Brown and the Bucks. Looking right. And weak side, ducked out away from the pressure and completes the pass. And that is good for a first down. Terrific play by Dawood Davis. And nice throw by Brown, throwing it away against his body there on the run.
I want to say he was a fingernail away from being tackled with the sack again by number 80, the defensive end for Cardinal Gibbons. He's right there, but just is able to John Elway spin right out of it. Gets the ball down to a wide receiver who's coming back to the ball, so it's a little bit easier target when your guy's coming back for you.
Quick hitter to Davis this time against 3 defenders, and he's dropped after a pickup of a few.
They got 54 and 21 colliding on the talented receiver.
That's Worship along with Sadler.
The reason I'm not talking right now because this pole is really in my way. I can't see anything around this thing.
Bad angle, huh, Coach?
Yeah, it's just upsetting me.
Going deep, open receiver, he gone. Touchdown, Bucks. And it is Jerry Jeudy with his 15th touchdown of the season. The Bucks have tied it here in the 3rd quarter.
He is unbelievable. It was only a matter of time before he took one to the house. 15th touchdown of the season. There's a reason why this kid's 5-star All-American. And he sold the route. He sold the short route and was able to take off down the field. He definitely got lost in the coverage, looking like Andre Johnson back in the 2000 Rose Bowl. There's nobody around him, and he's able to skate right in the end zone for the touchdown.
The Alabama commit. He was one of the many seniors honored at halftime on the field here at Butler Stadium. The point after is good.
Taking another look at the replay here. Jeudy does a nice little stutter step here, and then he goes back up the sideline, and he's forgotten by the corner because the corner is expecting the safety to come over the top, which he does very, very late, and is not able to keep up with the receiver.
So the Bucks back on top by 1, 21-20.
You take a look at it. You got the little out route where the corner peels off because he's got to pick up that out route. But that safety, he's supposed to pick up the over the top, and he's just late getting there. He's playing a little bit flat-footed. He's not getting his depth in his 3-step drop. So as soon as that corner bails off to pick up his out route, that's his responsibility in cover 2. He's got to peel off and pick up that out. And as soon as he does, Jerry Jeudy's left all alone. Nothing but the ball in the end zone to keep him company.
Rivera, sophomore, with a point after. And now we'll kick it off for Deerfield Beach.
I'm really surprised that we haven't discussed the fact that Ari said he's gone again.
You did.
No, not he's gone. He gone.
Well, he was.
And a big lane up the middle. Nearly got away from the coverage out to the 36-yard line. Or the return man, Millen Lemon. And we'll see if we see Lemon in the backfield at all, guys, or limited duty for the starting running back today for the Chiefs.
Well, you got to be impressed with the return game for the Chiefs. They had a beautiful punt return to start off the last drive, and now you got a pretty decent kick return, bringing the ball out to about the 36-yard line. Not a bad kick return for the Chiefs' return game.
Austin Boyle, senior quarterback, in relief of Nick Scalzo, the sophomore, who played the first half very efficiently. In motion, Riggins. Under pressure and sacked at the 32 for the Bucks, doing the damage in the backfield. Is that 96, guys?
95?
95.
95.
Jamari Rouse, a senior, being recruited by FAU, Southern Miss, Iowa State.
I can see why.
You said a sack. It looked like he swallowed him.
It did.
When he hit him, you didn't see no more white jersey. You just saw black.
No. Yeah,
jersey,
it looked like one of those humpback wheels coming out of the ocean, just swallowing its prey whole.
Because he literally disappeared for a second. I was like, where did he go?
Riggins, the ball carrier, maybe a yard.
I wonder if he's a magician, making quarterbacks disappear.
3rd and long for Boyle and the Chiefs.
Take a look at this run, and once again, you're getting penetration in the backfield. Number 19 for Deerfield is able to penetrate and trip up the running back before he can make it back to the line.
And a slant as that hit the ground before into the receiver DC's hands. Levante, the intended receiver.
I think if that would have been an on-target pass, that might have been going the other way. The defender basically undercut the linebacker undercut the route and had a chance at that ball. It just was out of reach because the quarterback saw him.
I feel like the quarterback was looking really early, and sometimes that can actually be to your benefit because if you have enough protection, you can have one of those underneath guys reading your eyes, and as you jump the shallower route, something else develops, and that's what looked like it happened there.
Great
It wasn't
kick
on target.
Sorry, Coach. Great kick by Dayton Montiel.
It looked like they didn't block anybody on the return. It looked like
they went for the block.
Went for the block, and a lot of Cardinal Gibbons guys was around the return, and he still almost found his way to squeeze out of there. That would have been dangerous if he would have got past that first wave.
So 5:50 to play in the 3rd quarter. 21-20 Deerfield Beach. The Bucks led it at halftime, 14-13.
And I tell you what, you've seen a couple of adjustments here by Cardinal Gibbons, rotating a new quarterback in, and you saw a couple of different guys. And while you have seen some backups on Deerfield Beach, for the most part, they're trying to get that momentum. They're trying to get that cohesiveness together. So even though their backup quarterback has started the game, they're doing a good job of getting him reps with the first-team receivers in live action.
Trying to get that cohesiveness like the band was just a second ago, dancing in the sands.
They've been sounding off all day.
Yeah, they've got a great band here, Deerfield Beach, and many of the seniors honored at halftime along with the players. So if this stays a one-possession game, guys, maybe down to the late 4th quarter, do the coaches bring back their starters and try to win this game?
Well, once you take them out, you don't bring them back because you run a risk of somebody pulling something. So once they're out, and you just live with what you got.
Yeah, once they get cold, you can't heat them back up again.
A lot of space here between the receiver and the defensive back.
Quick hitter, slant. Reading the blitz well was Brown as he connects with Henley. Leroy, the senior, averaging 15 yards a catch. Ryan Sadler with the tackle.
Solid open field tackle here. That's in the middle linebacker. He's able to break on the ball, reading the quarterback, and as soon as the ball's released, he's able to get to the ball carrier, bring him down for only a short gain.
And Henley will pick up the first down while Judy and Henley remain in the game here, along with Davis for Coach Glenn.
Well, they need numbers too.
Well, but you're seeing something different here. This is something, a different wrinkle, where you got both of them on the same side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we saw that in the first half.
No, we did not. And we still have a lot of space in between, what's number 7, Heinley, and the defender. Oh, now he's coming up a little bit more, maybe to stop that route.
Under pressure and sacked. Way back inside the 40 of Deerfield Beach as Brown was waiting for Judy and Henley to make a move here near side, but he didn't have much time.
Well, same thing. They looked like they were going to run the same play. Henley on the quick little stop, and Judy running a 9. But what happened was the defender in front of Henley walks up, and now he took away the stop.
And Dreesen with another sack.
Yeah, you got you defensive front for Cardinal Gibbons mixing it up, moving around. You got 42 at linebacker and 72 coming off the edge, and they're putting pressure both up the middle and around the outside.
Set up a screen, a high floating pass over the outstretched hands of Norwood as they try to get Jakari with some open territory.
That actually was open. If he would have been able to get that down for the running back to catch, he might have had at least the first down was there.
So 3rd and long here. Well, do you send Judy long? Hope get man-to-man coverage.
No, I would go up to the top over here with the trips.
They go to Davis underneath and gets back to the original line of scrimmage where he's driven out of bounds.
Escorted out of bounds.
Oh, yeah. I believe this is
But
where
not
you
gently.
belong. No. Excuse me, sir. You can go no further.
Almost sat him down right on the bench. Said, "Here, you take that. Then let the punt team come on now."
Yeah, there's a Gatorade. Help yourself. It's your sideline.
So deep again is Tavante Decius.
See what this return game can do.
Had a lot of long return down to the 5 on the last punt. Big punt by Brown. Fair caught at the 23-yard line.
Smartly. Heads up play.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, live to fight another one.
3:48 to play third quarter. Deerfield Beach by 1.
You know, in the first drive of the second half, you had Gibbons deep in Deerfield Beach territory, and they were able to put the ball in the end zone. On the last drive, they had some trouble getting past that defensive front. You know, there's a defenses dropping the secondary, and the linebackers are dropping in the zone. We're going to see how they can make adjustments here with the second-string quarterback and how they're going to be able to move the ball.
Running back line up wide, jet sweep.
Jet sweep gets the corner and picks up about 5.
It's number 6 again.
Tavante Decius.
Oh, I just was about to ask, is that Kobe again putting somebody on the sideline?
He's a vicious.
I believe Len was in the prior play. Let's see if he stays in for the series.
He was in the backfield, and he was the lead blocker getting that ball to Tavante as he turned the corner.
I think they call holding here on the left tackle.
And so instead of at the near the 30, they're way back, close to the 10. Precarious spot for Boyle and the Chiefs.
First down and 23.
They go up top.
Turn.
The DB playing the receiver, but not enough contact there.
Well,
He's looking for LaRose.
He's drawn 2 pass interference penalties so far in this game. He's been battling with those defensive backs, and he's drawn, like I said, 2 pass interference penalties, but that ball just wasn't close enough, and the defender got his head around and located the ball, which also stopped him from more hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
Take a look right here. As soon as he makes contact and he sees the receiver locate the ball, the DB turns his head also, and that breaks up that hand-to-hand combat. That's going to draw the penalty every time.
LaRose, a big physical receiver. Watch out.
Oh.
Didn't see from the weak side and pummeled at the 2 by Breon Bird, who's being looked at by Virginia Union, South Dakota, and others, the 5'10 senior.
Yeah,
his stock might rise.
He exploded. He exploded off the corner, and the quarterback set his feet to look downfield and never even saw him.
It was fun. He never even attempted to wrap him up. He just said, "I'm going to hit you very hard," and you're gonna fall. No wrap needed.
You look like that pop-up dummy I'm used to hitting. I'm gonna see if I can put my shoulder into you.
Third down from Lauderdale, and they get some of it back in a quick screen. Get about 10 to 12 off of that. Gives them some room to punt it away.
10 to 12. Too bad it was 33 to get. That ain't work out. But that great series there for Deerfield Beach defense. Cardinal Gibbons is having especially a hard time now with the backup quarterback in. But they've made a decision to get somebody some time, which to me that's a great decision. Get a guy some time, especially when you can afford to give him some time against a high quality team such as Deerfield Beach.
Not only that, I mean, the way this defensive front is firing off the ball, you had a couple of good plays, and some of the playbook is working for Cardinal Gibbons. But when some of the things that you really want to do, that defense knows that you pass the ball 32.5 times a game. They know that 70% of your play calls are passes. So they're coming. Their ears are pinned back, and they're going. There's only so much you can do when you know that they're going to take advantage of that, and you want to get your starting quarterback out before something bad happens.
First down run. Good for a couple. That punt return was by McCoy. The Chiefs have done a good job, solid job in coverage all day. Ball at the 37 for Deerfield Beach.
You know, you're right, Ari. They really have done a good job in coverage. You haven't seen one man-to-man being beat. You haven't seen, a guy just being out-muscled or outrun. Any mistakes that have been made on both scheme or by miscommunications. So, you guys get on the same page. The athletes are there for Gibbons. Mm-hmm. There's a ton of good ball players out there, and they can hang with this with these wide receivers from Deerfield Beach.
Take another look here at the run by Norwood. Getting stopped there again by number 80, Hunter.
Hunter Astle.
Hunter been putting in work all day.
On the slant, and picked off.
Can he take it? Can he take it?
Deerfield Beach recovers and angles him out of bounds at the 43, so it's deflected off of Judy's hands, thrown a little bit high and behind him, and right in to the lap of number 23, Hodge.
Ronald Hodge, man, great job. As you take a look at the replay right here, Judy's there. He's able to break. It's an underneath route, but he tips it up in the air, and the defensive back, Ron Hodge, he's able to locate it right there. Really heady play. He's able to bring it down and get a little bit of a return out of it too. But that's a big turnover for Cardinal Gibbons. This game is still close, and if you give this backup quarterback, you give this offense a couple more tries, you don't know what's going to happen. You could break one in any second. Not to mention, that running game, these running backs are good, and their starting running back is still in the game.
Hodge has had a big game. That thrown behind, a quick screen, but cutting upfield a little bit was Josh Rito. Miscommunication.
Ron Hodge looked like he was doing a good old tip drill
in
the middle of practice, because he went up and attacked the ball. That was looked like a receiver.
Take a look at that replay. That ball is just a little bit low and to the I'm just glad he's in shotgun, because if he's under the center, that's a fumble, right? He's got to step into his throw. He's got to follow through, get that ball out there.
Lemon, watch out. And the ball is on the ground. Let's see if
the official's pointing down.
Yeah, I thought he was down. Lemon will have the first down inside Deerfield Beach territory. The first rush of the day, I believe, by Milan Lemon, their star running back.
I tell you what, you take a look at it right here. He's directly behind the quarterback, and as soon as that ball snapped, he's able to get the ball and get up the field. He's breaking that line and breaking that first line of defense. He makes a cut and just gets vertical. A little bit of an open field stop right there. He shifts to the side, and arm brings him down, but he's able to pick up the first down.
That fumble looked a little closer than I thought.
Well, they don't have the luxury of replay that we do.
Good point. Good job by the quarterback holding it. Good job by the quarterback and holding the ball and not throwing it on the initial bubble, because the outside linebacker stepped up, took the receiver in the backfield, and could have picked that off if he would throw it.
Yeah.
They threw it over his head into the hands of Levante Decius. Good adjustment by Boyle.
Take a look at the defender. He's going to just run upfield and into the blocker, and if this ball is thrown when it's supposed to,
it gets blown up.
It gets blown up. And that's a good adjustment there, a sight adjustment by the quarterback. Take a look.
He's chasing it, and he lobs it right over the head to avoid the defender, and at least it gives it a chance. It gives the play a chance.
Right.
And that'll bring the third quarter to a close. 21-20, Deerfield Beach by 1. Can Gibbons defeat the Bucks on their home field? It'll be their first win ever against Deerfield Beach. We'll be back for the fourth quarter on Sports Blitz. back to the BCA Game of the Week here on Sports Blitz. Cardinal Gibbons with a 2nd and long from the 47-yard line of Deerfield Beach, trailing 21-20.
Well, they're in good, favorable field position for this right now. They're on the Deerfield Beach side of the field, and if they're going to make something happen here, this is a great opportunity they really got to take advantage of.
So they got the sticks measured appropriately now. It's 2nd and 10. Austin Boyle trying to lead his team to victory here in relief of Scalzo, who played the first half for the Chiefs.
I was going to say this might be a good time to take a shot deep, but it looks like they're playing a too high coverage, so it's not. And that's why they took a sack.
And Boyle, no chance there. Sacked all the way back to the 45-yard line of Gibbons. Make it about 46.
Yeah, Carlos Sandy, the #1 receiver for Cardinal Gibbons, has only played sparingly in this game. He was in there, and the quarterback was looking at him right away, but with the defensive back in 100% bail technique and the safety going over the top, it was 2-on-1, and you had no chance at it, so he ate the ball.
Lobs it up, and picked off by the Bucks.
Can he make it? Can he take it? Can he take it?
Takes it towards back to the middle of the field in traffic. Flags are down. This one's going to come back, I believe, on a hold. He's breaking a couple of tackles, still on his feet. What a run.
He doesn't care.
Down to the 15-yard line. It'll be Deerfield Beach ball after the interception.
We
get a
like
number there.
18?
18, yes.
Cornelius Doe, not to be confused with John Doe. Cornelius, 5'9" junior. That's his 2nd INT of the season.
We were just talking about what coverage Deerfield was playing with the 2 high safeties. They were their plan with 2 high safety is you can complete anything you want underneath, but you're not going deep. And Gibbons tried to go deep on that one, and they paid for it.
And I tell you what, they're throwing the ball to their #1 receiver, Carlos Sandy, and while they did want to get to him, you want to try and throw that corner route away from the top 2 safety. The problem is that corner is also in bail technique also. So between the two of them, they're just going to meet the wide receiver at the ball, and that's exactly what they did. And Deerfield was able to come away with it. Now, like you said, we got a penalty on the play for blocking, flag on the ground, and one of the officials has his hat on the ground. And I can guarantee you, Poe does not care because that play is going on huddle anyway.
It will be a part of the highlight.
That's part of the highlight right there.
Basically, that 2 high look they was running, instead of cover 2, it was cover 4.
Yeah.
Because the corner bailed as well.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what cover 4 is, that means just 4 people deep. You just learned something about football. Congratulations.
11 minutes to play. Deerfield Beach up by 1. Will they start to grind it out, try to run some clock? Now they've got a powerful offensive line, good running game. Jalen Knighton, first down pickup of 5.
Jalen's been used sparingly tonight, and it's the 2nd time I've seen Deerfield play. And the first time, he was the man when I saw him. Tonight they just used him sparingly, probably because, like we said earlier, just trying to get to the next week healthy.
Well, now they're also coming out with a 2-back look. You've got Knighton in the backfield with his junior counterpart as well. So you're putting both of them back there to see what they can do together.
And battling, Knighton wrapped up. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 3.
That's a freshman. Good Lord, man. He ain't even lifting no weights yet.
No. And
and he's a hard runner already.
He's hard. He's got a lightning quick first step. He's able to explode in there. And, he breaks an arm tackle. That's scary.
As a freshman, he's probably going to gain on another 20 pounds on his body.
He will.
And Jakari Norwood, who's rushed for over 420 yards this season, has been used sparingly tonight, guys.
But like we said, it's more than likely because you got to go to next week healthy when you get to, I think Deerfield's playing Western, you said. And that game will probably be here next week. You got to be healthy. Got to have all you guys ready to go. Nobody needs no tape on any body parts. We're just going healthy and full speed ahead.
That was Norwood on the carry there, guys, but nowhere to go.
Yeah, no, there's nowhere to go. The Cardinal Gibbons defense is recognizing two backs in the backfield, something that they haven't seen for the majority of the game. And, Deerfield Beach took advantage this time of, the fact that they're up by 1 and it's fourth quarter, the clock is running. Get a chance to get some of these plays and this formation on film, see what they can do, see what they can correct, and, using it moving forward. Having two talented backs like that, that's definitely something that you could use moving forward.
And a great kick there for Deerfield Beach, and Alec Brown helping his cause as the quarterback pinning Gibbons inside their 20. Rolled that one out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
For someone who may not have had a whole lot of time practicing his kicking this week, he sure as heck has done very well practicing his quarterback play, and that kick was fantastic right out inside the 20-yard line.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Boyle, quick delivery. Breaks a tackle. A gain of 8.
Let's spin around there.
And good bet it will be Decius, whether it's Devontae or his brother Levante. We'll see when we get the number. I think it was Devontae. Number 6.
Mm-hmm.
You are the man, all right, keeping up with the Twins.
Deflected dangerously through the hands of a couple.
Yeah, Deerfield's settling in a little bit. Take a look at the keys of the game for the Chiefs. Don't give up big plays. Well, the last Deerfield Beach touchdown was a big play. And take what they can give you. And right now, Deerfield Beach's defense is not giving you an awful lot. So you got to try to find something to see what they can give you. And, right now that you're down, you got to start making some of those big plays yourself if you're going to come back ahead in this fourth quarter.
3rd and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground. Lemon bursting forward, and he's close.
Looks like he just inched it by the sticks.
If he could pick up a first down here, that's gotta leave a sour taste in the mouth of the defensive back. Lemon picking up that 4th down
after it burst towards the ground.
He did. First down. That's got to be a sour feeling for Deerfield Beach.
That was terrible. I'm sorry, that was bad.
7:50 to play.
It's the fourth quarter and it's the first Lemon joke.
It's because he's only run twice today.
That's true.
Thankfully. Hard hit there, delivered on the far side.
That is how you break on the ball.
Tell you what, clean, crisp pass, and it gets there, right on the number for the Chief wide receiver. But once again, Deerfield's not having it. They're putting their foot in the ground and coming forward.
2nd and 7. Ball at the 31-yard line. Boyle back to Lemon.
Oh, that's not good.
Grinding his way for a yard, maybe.
You know what I'm realizing as I'm looking around on the field? Deerfield don't have any backups in.
No, they're getting their reps. They're trying to fine-tune what it is they're doing. They want to, they don't want their guys to fall off. They don't want to rest the second half and have to live with a bad taste in their mouth all day or all week from losing and then having to bounce back to play in the playoffs.
Over the middle, complete. Inside the 40, terrific pass by Boyle as he connects with Devontae Decius.
And after the completion, all the defensive backs in the middle of the field talking it over. Who messed up? Let's go. We can't allow this to happen.
Yeah, the Bucks have been beat downfield a few times, Coach.
Well, once again, you're getting a little bit complacent. You're playing those two safeties over the top, and the more you hit the sideline, those safeties get wider and wider and wider, and then you throw a skinny post right in the middle of the field. It allows you to split both of those safeties to pick up that huge gain.
Lemon following his left guard. Nice tackle at the 40.
Wow.
Try to get a number for you.
That's Lewis again.
Yeah,
He's a beast.
Rosendo Lewis.
They are closing.
6'3", 225, and he moves all over the field like that.
Just a junior. 73 tackles on the season for Lewis.
He's an outside linebacker. He plays in open space versus wide receivers.
Wow.
That is an amazing athlete.
And he's a junior.
Yeah.
That is high and nearly picked off.
Close.
It was trapped.
Number 18, Mr. Doe, not to be confused with John Doe, Cornelius Doe. I
Yeah.
took his joke. I stole
That
his
ball
joke
just
out.
He's
tipped,
no John Doe. He's Cornelius.
tipped right off the fingers of number 11, Joshua Rito.
Watch Game Time on Beacon TV. Game Time airs Monday at 6 p.m. and weekends at 10:30 a.m. and 11 o'clock p.m. Follow us on Twitter for our broadcast schedule and to find out the latest official news about Game Time and everything going on in Beacon Sports.
You should DVR it too so you can watch us again.
Yep.
Or you can do this. Own a copy of this game on DVD. You call 754-321-1022 to find out how you can own any of our Beacon Sports broadcasts.
You're more than welcome to come view my library collection, but you can't take it with you. So you want to hang out for an hour or two, watch a game, but can't take it with you.
Well, Gibbons, 5:50 to play. They have maybe the best field goal kicker around, and Sarah, he's already hit from 45 and 27 today.
Well, I don't think he's going to hit from back here.
This would be 57.
They've got a 3rd and 10 here.
He would get an Insta scholarship. He hits it from back here.
Okay, if he,
Boom, hit it.
57,
Alabama be coming in
57,
here, son.
57 maybe not, but this kid can hit from 50.
50,
so,
yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't have to get many more yards.
Boyle pump fake, has time, one-on-one near side, a battle
caught.
won by the Chiefs at the 7-yard line, brought down by John Dunmore, a sophomore with good size.
Well, I can tell you this: if they pass the ball in the games, 32.5 times per game, you better believe they do it in practice. So he's had these opportunities in practice. He's now just getting a chance to show it on the field. So excellent job by the Gibbons receiver, John Dunmore. Only a sophomore, but you better believe he's got reps over this season, both in the game and at practice. He's practiced this before.
Not only by him, but did you also see, again, the backup quarterback sliding in the pocket, keeping his composure, and throwing a strike down the field? That's a good headsy play. Oh.
Well, I'll tell you
Right
what.
through the middle, that is number 3, Dave Small, who is also a linebacker.
Tell you what, that backup quarterback's usually taking his reps against the first team defense. So he's had that Gibbons defense training him all year as well. So he's had some pretty good reps.
Yeah, he's pretty composed for a backup. Austin Boyle, a senior.
Let's take another look here at the run. The defensive end actually came inside and made the tackle on the play.
Run following the left guard and tackle down to the 2-yard line. That's Small again, number 3.
Yeah, it looks like Small again, number 3.
Again, when you're passing offense and you get down into the 10-yard line, 10 and under, the field shrinks, passing lanes get a little tighter, and now you got to go from passing the ball to trying to run it again.
Well, not just that. I mean, if you start off with 5, maybe six guys in the box, and now you've got 8 guys in the box, and running the ball is not your forte. It becomes a lot more difficult.
Correct.
When you have safeties deep, they're not in the box. They're not 4 yards away from the line of scrimmage. But as soon as you get inside the 5-yard line, they better be inside the 4-yard box. So you're putting more people in the box, and there's not enough. You don't have enough hats to put on their hats.
For the latest official news about Game Time and everything going on in Beacon Sports, visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/SBUniverse. There you can find out how you can watch live sports action and when you can watch Game Time and all of our other sports programming on Beacon TV. So Gibbons calls a timeout. Does Coach Dubuck come back with Lemon here in the backfield?
Well, he's on the field right now, but we don't know if he's just listening to the play or if he's going to get in there. Number 3, Small, looked like he's more of a power back. He's a little bit stockier back. It's hard to know what they're going to come with. We'll see. It looks like Lemon's going to leave the field. They're going to stick with what's been working for him in this drive, and we'll see what coach has drawn up in the dirt, as they say, to punch this ball in the end zone.
Ball at the 4, 3rd and goal. Small to the left of Boyle.
Screen a toss.
Deerfield Beach showing blitz.
Oh, offside.
And they may have jumped a little too soon, over anxious.
Have you noticed that number 17, the wide receiver for Cardinal Gibbons, is also their tight end?
Yeah, I saw that too.
I mean, if you're going to play action, why not throw it to your tight end?
I thought about
that. It's a 2 tight end set. It's not something that you use all the time, but if you're using it to pass, then, that's what I'd love to see here. I mean, play action. That aggressive defense from Deerfield Beach is going to be pursuing that run really hard. So, let him play out the fake and dive up in there. It's going to gain the quarterback an extra second to get that ball off, and you only need 1 second. You're such a short pass.
So that was half the distance. They're now inside the 2, but it's going to go back the other way, push them back out to the 4 as the two teams exchange false starts.
Back and forth we go.
Back out to the 6-yard line. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Because before it was half the distance on the defense.
And Gibbons is on the sideline going, that's not a fair trade. Half the distance one way, but 5 on the other. Can we split it?
By the way, you said hat on the hat. So when you have a hat on the hat, you have a stack of hats?
It's a hat pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah, when you start stacking up hats like that, you're going to have a hat pyramid.
Last time it was in this formation on the goal line, it was a toss. And there it is again.
There's the sweep. Trying to get to the outside. The speed of Deerfield Beach has it covered, and he's dropped at the 12, the ball carrier.
The defensive end for Deerfield Beach, number 12, Brandon Bailey, goes, hey, the last time they were in this formation, it was a toss. And he goes, okay, let's stay outside. Let's contain against double tight. And that's exactly what they did.
So they will bring in Sarah to give Gibbons the lead. Griffin Sarah, the terrific field goal kicker, who's hit from 45 and 27 already.
And that tight end tried to lay a hat on Bailey, the defensive end, and just didn't have a chance.
The kick is up, and it is good. The Chiefs up 23-21 with 3:20 to play in the game.
That's impressive. I mean, you march down the field, and don't get me wrong, the big plays were involved, but your boys had to make those big plays. Mm-hmm. Take a look at this field goal. He's got plenty of leg into it.
Get the referees to raise those hands up.
Well, the Bucks, if they lose this one, they're going to be frustrated because they played their starters for the majority of this game. Cardinal Gibbons has as well, but the Bucks definitely playing to win here, guys. They're not resting for next week.
Oh, not at all, not at all. But I tell you what, it's a little bit different story here than the offense, what it looked like in the first half compared to what it looked like in the second. In the first half, they tried to move the quarterback a lot. He's a little bit better than an athlete. They tried to move the pocket, get him to the outside, roll it, and make plays that way. Well, in the second half, their backup quarterback doesn't have the same skill set, so they're letting him sit in the pocket more and calling a couple more plays from some different areas. And that's really been beneficial, playing to his abilities.
Smart coaching.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
That's all that is, smart coaching. You coach it to the players that you have on the field. My guy can't do this, but he can do this, so let me call what he can do.
Yep.
Well, the Chiefs have been exceptional covering punts and kicks all day. A high boot here to the near side.
Better get that.
And it will roll out of bounds. The gamble pays off for the Bucks.
I'm sure one of those coaches on the sideline gonna look at him. Boy, you better make sure.
Well, listen, he definitely got lucky, but the fact that it came into his mind, hey, if this goes out of bounds, we got a good return. Not being selfish, and hey, the ball's coming to me. I'm not the usual returner, so when the ball's coming to me, I want it, I'm going to do something with it. He was definitely making the smart football play, and like you said, the gamble definitely paid off.
That's T.J. Bradley, who caught a touchdown pass, the first TD on the board for the Bucks today.
Oh, they're making them re-kick.
Well, because they want their returners to get a chance at returning that ball.
Good point. Usually, most people, they'll take the ball I think it's 35, right? 35 or 40.
Yeah.
And they make Cardinal Gibbons come out and re-kick it. And you know what? That's a smart decision as well.
If you've got,
now you're making the kick team come back on the field and then sprint again down the field.
Yep.
So maybe this time it doesn't kick out of bounds, but your guys just ran a 50-yard, 40-yard sprint, and if they're not in condition, you know, maybe you get one or two missed tackles here, and
it only takes a crease, you know, and that crease doesn't have to be very big. If somehow he places his foot in the wrong spot and he ends up kicking it a little bit too deep, or it hangs it up a little bit too high, one of those returners gets a hold of it. You only need a crease to take it to the house.
Yeah.
So they'll kick it from the 35 after the penalty. The dangerous Dawood Davis, South Florida commit. He has a 95-yard touchdown return this year.
Oh, they kick
A
it.
line drive. This is going to work well, I think. Fielded at the 5-yard line.
Oh, boy.
Gibbons may be better off. And again, excellent kick coverage, the 23-yard line, so they gained 12 yards. A tackle on the play for Gibbons is number 25. That is Dallas Small.
So the kicker for Gibbons, number 14, Griffin Sarah, it's not just the field goals. He can do all the different kicking styles. Pooch kick short. He can kick a dribbler down the field that almost goes out of bounds. Just amazing job by the Gibbons kicker.
I was just going to say that kid has definitely earned something today, whether it be special teams player of the week, something.
Oh yeah.
Because he's put that ball on kickoff all over the field. Over the field.
Sports Blitz player of the week.
Okay.
Alec Brown completes the first down pass to Dawood Davis. Deerfield Beach has 3 minutes to work with. They trail by 2.
Well, you still have your big play wide receivers on the field. The backup quarterback now, he's out there, and he's just got to get the ball to his playmakers. I mean, he's been there the whole game. This isn't something new for him. It's possible this fourth quarter coming from behind has been something new because they've been winning, except for the one game up to the team in Georgia, Grayson. They've won every other game. So this is not something they're used to, having to come from behind. But this could be a good test for them, knowing that in the playoffs, almost every game is tight.
So 3rd and 5 for Brown. Quick pass, complete. Watch out, far side.
Oh.
And into Gibbons territory. The DB for the Chiefs gambled on Jerry Jeudy and almost paid a big price.
Listen, Jerry Jeudy is like the house in Vegas. You don't bet against the house because the house always wins. And Jerry Jeudy made a great catch there with someone draped all over his back, using his physicality to turn up the field. And luckily, the defensive back, Randall Hain from Gibbons, was able to push him out of bounds before he took it to the house.
The defensive back that did the gambling was old Hodge, the one that got the interception earlier.
Yeah, they are pulling at that ball but refusing to let go of Knighton as he falls forward to the 40-yard line, 2nd and short for the Bucks. 2:20 on the clock.
And rolling.
And they'll stay on the ground. Knighton gets the edge. Lunges forward, 1st down Bucks, ball at the 30.
How confident are you in in giving the ball to a freshman with 2 minutes left in the game?
If he runs like that, very. that kid's like lightning in a bottle, man. As soon as you give him the ball, you go take the cap off, he's going to fly out.
Man.
Now do you go back to Judy or Henley? And they'll stay on the ground. Still grinding, churning the legs forward for about 6.
Well, here's the thing. The last 2 plays have been runs. One of them picked up a first down, and the next one has given you second down and short. So what you're also doing is bringing up those defenders.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 plays in a row, you've brought them a little bit closer. If you can get a crease, sneak one of those receivers over the top, you can put yourself ahead right now.
And they'll stay on the ground. Looking to the perimeter.
Should have stayed inside on that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's close to that first down marker is Knighton. That clock ticking away, minute 20.
There we go.
Third down.
I think that was his first bad read that time. He read the receiver block a little wrong. He should have cut up right before he got all the way out to the sideline. He should have went upfield, and he would have definitely gotten the first down. But he went outside and ran into the defender. See if we could take a look at that. Gets the ball, bounces it outside.
He's got to plant his foot right around there, and he's got to get vertical.
Correct.
He's taking it a little bit too far to the sideline. He sees a good block. He sees a great block by his wide receiver out wide. But the problem is that it's only there for a second. As soon as he closes down that distance, that great block, that good angle has now been destroyed. So, and you got some holding there by the Deerfield Beach wide receivers that wasn't called. So, they got away with one on there, but you really got to plant your foot and get vertical, especially with third down and short or second down and short. Try to pick up that first down.
I agree. FYI, there was a guy on the sideline rubbing his belly just a second ago.
Did you see that?
I saw that, and I underlined it.
Did you?
How is he really on the sideline rubbing his belly?
Listen, he thought it was a good play. or he wants to hit the concession stand.
Third and short, big play.
It was that guy.
He goes, that's a great play. I need some nachos.
And they go back to their number 1 back to gain that first down. That's Jakari Norwood, the junior.
It's close.
Looked like he got it, though.
Clock is
There you
stopped
go.
at
Yeah,
a minute 11.
He signed it. They
yeah.
gave it to him. He signaled for the first down.
So now do the Bucks go to the air and look for Judy for the potential game winner.
Well, you got 5 running plays in a row. It's only going to be a matter of time before. If you wait too long to get the ball back in the air, now you've made that field even shorter.
He's in one-on-one coverage.
Lobs it up dangerously, and has it been picked off? I think so.
Intercepted. Unbelievable.
In the end zone, and look at Cardinal Gibbons sideline. They are berserk.
That was a safety over the top because there was man coverage. There was man coverage on the receiver, and that safety came out of nowhere as the ball was overthrown, and he was able to pick that ball off as he was falling down. Amazing job to scoop it off, and what looks to secure the victory here for Cardinal Gibbons.
And guess who made that interception? Oh, Ron Harge.
Ron
Harge,
over
the
top.
junior. What a play here, anticipating that
Outstretched.
ball.
Oh, give me that.
Diving
What
catch.
a great catch. Amazing play.
Good job, Mr. Hodge. You made your daddy proud.
Oh, absolutely. Amazing job. Great play. Fantastic read. He's playing safety over the top. He sees the quarterback looking the whole way. He's able to open up his hips, drive to the ball as he's reading it the whole time. Gets his hands out and bring in the play right there. That's a game-saving interception. Amazing job. Look at his hips. He's playing deep third right here, and that ball, it's already being released. He just sails it to the end zone, and he opens up his hips, gets to the ball as he's reading the quarterback the whole time. Great job by the corner also, who's putting some hand-to-hand combat in and breaking up the timing of the route. While the safety, Harge, he's looking at the ball the whole time. There's no one else there to look at. Just great job. Not a very good pass. He's got to connect with Jerry Jeudy. He's got to put the ball where he can get to it. And he didn't do it. Sailed on him. And Raj Harge saves the day.
Friendly bet, they're not going to throw the ball in the air.
I would say not.
There's Lemon, the sure-handed senior back. Jerry Jeudy had to be consoled here on the sideline. He was very upset and still has his head down. now sitting on the bench.
Once again, that ball goes way over the head of Jerry Jeudy. It's nowhere in the ballpark.
That is definitely a clean catch, too, by the way.
It was clean. It was a beautiful play by Harge. I'm curious if he was trying to throw that away and just didn't think the safety could get to it.
Maybe so.
Because if he saw the hand-to-hand combat, he just thought, you know what, let me throw this away and come back another play. But not when you got safety play like that out there.
Great anticipation by Harge.
Once again, Cardinal Gibbons don't give up the big plays. In that last series towards the end, they're playing 2 safeties over the top, so they don't give up the big plays. Take what they can give you. They've stuck with that running game, and it's paid off. It's brought that defense up. It's spread those safeties a little bit wide. It opened up for the skinny post on the huge play that led to the field goal that is now going to end up winning the game-winning field goal. And, that's a great job of coaching, seeing what's available and just taking advantage of whatever they have, whatever they can.
And Cardinal Gibbons can go into victory formation as they will take a knee. And it's under 50 seconds and ticking. The Chiefs on their way. Another timeout by Deerfield Beach. They stop the clock at 50 seconds. So barring any type of turnover here, the Chiefs on their way to victory.
Yeah, they've got to be excited about that. The coaching staff made a conscious effort to pull some of the starters. They didn't play Carlos Sandy, their number 1 wide receiver, also jersey number 1. They didn't play him a whole lot today. Their starting quarterback only played the first half. So they pulled some guys out. They made a conscious coaching decision. And the backups, I wonder how much of that they knew going into this, where the backups got the reps in practice. They were prepared. And coming into this game, they knew, hey, this is what's going to happen. We're going to pull them, and then it's going to be your show. You're going to have to take the helm for this and really rely on an entire team effort to bring away this victory, to come away with it. Very
cohesive unit this Chiefs team is. Very impressive. Obviously well coached under Matt Dubek.
As they line up now in victory formation, the QB takes a knee.
Boyle will take the knee. And Deerfield unable to stop the clock now. They've used their final timeout as it ticks under 40 seconds. And the Gibbons fans, who are always boisterous, the Chiefs fans travel well.
They do.
They are excited.
They really do, and they've got to be excited about this victory. Great job by the coaching staff. Great job. Great team win by the entire team. They really played together. They were very physical. They flew around to the ball, and it was just an amazing job by the coaching staff to get these boys ready to play a good team and make things happen.
So Deerfield Beach is going to get the ball over on downs with 17 seconds. How did they manage this?
Instead of punting the ball on 4th down, they took a knee to kill as much clock as possible. I don't know how the down was lost. I would have rather kicked the ball rather than get it this close. Particularly with their
punter. They've got a terrific punter.
Oh, absolutely.
A little possibly miscalculation here with the timeouts. 17 seconds.
And that puts them back on the field. You got an All-American wide receiver out there and a couple other Division I players.
Brown stepping up. If he's sacked, it's over. He's got to throw it and get rid of it. Stop the clock. And he tries to with the left hand, but did they blow the whistle? They've stopped the clock at 8.5. And I believe they said he was down.
No, they're running it again.
So that's it.
Yep, the official said run it. He was blowing the whistle.
He blew it dead. Brown could not take a sack there. And he was sacked before he got rid of it. The whistle was blown. And the clock expires. Cardinal Gibbons wins this game 23-21.
A little excitement here at the end, but good job by the Chiefs. They were able to get some pressure on the QB, and and wrap him up. The referee blows the whistle, saying that he's down. They're trying to protect his safety, and so they blow the whistle, and that ends the game.
Cardinal Gibbons will improve to 8-1 on the season. Deerfield Beach suffers their second loss of the season. They will finish 7-2. Both teams heading into the playoffs. Cardinal Gibbons defeats Deerfield Beach for the first time in program history after losing 6 times to the Bucks. And I think it's safe to say that the BCAA will be represented well in the playoffs with these two teams, Coach Wetzel.
Oh, absolutely. Cardinal Gibbons is going up to Suncoast, and it's quite a trip up to West Palm. But this Cardinal Gibbons team showed the resolve that they have. They showed the strength that they have together as a unit, and that's exactly what they're going to do. As you take a look at this last play of the game, real quick, this Cardinal Gibbons defense gets on the field. They use that speed, and they're given too much pressure. Number 72 for Gibbons is able to seal it for him.
That's Bogle.
Yeah,
Chris
Bogle again. Chris
sophomore.
Bogle. Yeah, he's been all over the place in this game, and they did a good job of closing it out right there. Once again, Deerfield Beach is hosting a playoff game here tomorrow, and they always play well in this stadium. They let this one get away, but they're going to let this taste in their mouth for the entire week, and they're not going to be happy with it. They're going to practice twice as hard, and you're going to see a different Deerfield Beach team on Friday.
Yeah, that's bad news for Western, because Western is the opponent coming up next Saturday here in Deerfield Beach. Well, look at the two teams with mutual respect in a great Broward County battle between these two powerhouses. A terrific game, 23-21 the final. The Cardinal Gibbons Chiefs win it here at Deerfield Beach Butler Stadium. For executive producer Brandon Graham, Chris Robles, and the Sports Blitz crew, my partners Louis Lamb, David Wetzel, and Dave Brousseau, I'm Ari Shannock saying thanks for watching, everybody.